Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a plan with me for the month of August. In this video, I'm going to be setting up my monthly spread and then also pre-preparing all of my daily spreads. So if you would like to see how I set up my month in my Hobonichi Cousin Avec, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so for the first part of this video, I'm going to be setting up my monthly spread, and we'll be setting up this page. And for the month of August, I'm going to go ahead and just use my Sterling Ink subscription kit that I get every month. And I keep all of my subscriptions. So this is my Sterling Ink subscription, and then I also have my Hubman and Shopgirl subscription. I keep this in this binder. I love these. I have 3 of them now, and they just work so well. But I'm trying to get through a bunch of my stickers, so I want to go ahead and use what I received for the month of August. And I love these little page protectors because they're zippered, because if you have a Sterling Ink subscription, you know that you get stickers in literally every size, and so it's really hard to store them because you can't just put them in one book, but with this page I can. So for August, I'm actually going to go ahead and set aside these because these are too big. I put these in my daily spreads periodically whenever I decide to use them. And then I'll put these to the side because those are just so big. They're too big for me to use in my daily spreads or my weekly spreads. And then what I have left is stuff that I can use, except for this one and this one. And what I have left now is what I'm going to pick from for my monthly spread in my Hobonichi Cousin. So going to go ahead and move these over here, and the first thing I'm going to do is really quickly I'm going to use my Sarasa Mark-On. This is my new Sarasa. I previously was using a Sarasa Mark-On. It got very low on ink, and it's currently sitting in my office waiting to finish using it, so I have another one that I'm trying to use up. This is the year of using up my pens because I have so many of them, and I just need to get through the ones that I bought years ago. So we're starting a fresh Sarasa Mark-On, or somewhat fresh. I have used this a little bit in the past, but I'm going to use my Sarasa Mark-On. This is in 05, and I'm going to go ahead and write in all of the appointments that I have scheduled for the month of August. I do that first, and then we're going to go ahead and do the decorating second. So I'm going to go ahead really quickly, do my monthly plans, and then we'll start decorating. I think I'm going to, before I start writing in my planner, I do want to go ahead and use maybe my dot markers. I have quite a few of them, possibly just to try to use things up. So let me go and grab one really quickly. So I have these Ohuhu dual tip dot pens. I don't use these very often. Pretty much the only time I use them is in my year at a glance. So I think I'm going to use these to go ahead and just dot every little task. I usually don't do this, but I just kind of got the urge to. So those are all of monthly plans that I have. There are several more things that I have on my calendar on my phone, but I don't really need to annotate them in here because they're usually reminders for my husband, but I don't need to annotate them in my book. But these are the ones that actually affect me. I have my daughter's gymnastics class, I have meet the teacher, first day of school, book clubs, nail appointments, birthdays, that type of thing. So this is what my month looks like as of right now. And now we're gonna go ahead and decorate. So I'm gonna go ahead and put down August header. I'm just going to put it down right here. And I love the Sterling Ink stickers. I think I've said this before, but they're just, because they're on washi sticker paper, they're so thin and they're just so seamless. It's so nice. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and do the sidebar. I do like to have this really long piece and use it to fill up the side because I don't do anything with the sidebar in my monthly page. And this is always the tricky part, me trying to lay this straight. But luckily this one actually has a straight edge. I'm still laying it crooked. Whatever. So my goal for my monthly spreads is I want to try to use up as many sheets of my subscription kit as possible, because I do get so many stickers from the Sterling Ink subscription kit that I want to try to use them up so I just don't have them sitting around waiting to be used. So I think I'm going to try to use this one sheet up. And I typically don't add anything to my monthly spread. Once I put this down, I don't really add anything to it if new appointments or things come down. So for instance, I get my nails done on the 9th, which means I'm also probably going to get them done on the 23rd. I don't have that scheduled right now, but once I do get that scheduled, I'm not going to go back and add it, which is why you have on... I don't even have a nail appointment listed in July, but I'm not going to go back and add to. Saturdays and Sundays are always empty with the exception of my one nail appointment that I have scheduled. So these big stickers, I'm just going to put them over here. And if I normally don't like to fill up my a full box because I use my planners functionally. So I like to have space that I can add without having to worry about a sticker being in the way. But because I very rarely ever go back and add anything to my monthly spread, I'm okay filling this up because I know it's very unlikely that I'm going to go back and add anything to the 24th. All right, so I have one other little sticker and we're going to be done with this one page and we're done. Now I'm really quickly just going to go through and look at all of these other stickers and see what I can put down on my monthly spread. I don't want to have too many stickers because I do refer back to this periodically, not a whole lot, but I don't want to have it too many stickers all over the place because then it hurts my eyes. My brain doesn't compute when I see too many stickers. So I'm going to go ahead, go through these, fill out the rest of my August month, and then we'll come back and start working on the daily pages. So I'm going to do that really quickly, put down some more stickers, and then we'll be done with my monthly spread. All right, I think that's going to be it for my monthly spread. So of the stickers that I have left, I have one missing, so I'll be able to put this August month sticker maybe in my monthly spread. I'm not quite sure, or I might use it in one of my other planners that I have, like my work planner potentially. I have used 2 stickers out of this page, and then I have 3 more full sheets that I can use for my daily spreads, my weekly spreads, anything I feel like using. So I'm going to go ahead and put these all back together. Put these back in here and I can have them for future use. And I'm probably going to, just for awareness purposes, because I am trying to use up some of my stickers, I'm probably going to keep my Sterling Ink for another couple of months maybe, and then I'll put that on pause so I can finish using up the stickers that I currently have from her. So I'll put this one on pause probably in a couple more months. And then for Hubmade and Chup Girl, I'm probably going to do the same thing. So I have 5 months currently of remaining stickers that I need to use up. So I'm probably going to have just maybe a couple more months. I have 1 more month coming of this one that's on its way. Actually, maybe after I receive that, I'll just go ahead and put this on pause. So I do really, really like the subscriptions that I get from Sterling Ink and from Hubmade and Chup Girl, but I just get so many stickers from both of those companies that I just don't want to have too many, and then they just end up sitting here for years potentially not being used. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this now to the side, and now we're going to go ahead and jump to the daily pages. I'm going to go ahead and flip to the first day of August. I try to figure out the pen that I want to use for each month. I try to make the color match whatever the color the grids are. And so for this month, I was debating between the Muji 038 in blue black, and then I have the Sailor Yanaga ink that I really, really like. I was debating which pen I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use the Fine. I already have it inked. It's ready to go. So that's why I have a little pen swatch at the very beginning so I can try to figure out the color that I want to use. But what I like to do for my daily pages is I do have a bunch of stickers from the Washi Tape Shop, and I absolutely love the stickers from the Washi Tape Shop because you get a huge roll of stickers. But the Washi Tape Shop does have pre-cut stickers as well. The ones that I have, except for 2, I think, are all not cut. So I was looking through my stickers. I have these two that I was debating. I have another like blue sticker, like floral sticker, but I just used a similar style in the month of July, so I wanted to have something a little bit different. So the two that I was choosing from, I have this one, and it's like a blue and like peach looking, which I really do like. It's got birds on it. It's really cute. But then the other one that I was debating, I've used this before. I think I've used this for 2 full months in previous Hobonichis. And look how many I have left. I've used this in one, I think, and I have so many stickers left. But the other one I was choosing from is this one. And it's much more like the black, like black and gray. And I think because I just used the blue previously, I'm going to use this one. Now that I've thought about it, because I had a blue floral in July, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in my drawer, and I'm going to use this one for the month of August. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take this like tape off, put it to the side so I can reuse it later to keep it closed. And I'm just going to roll out a bunch of stickers, so like this much maybe. I have my scissors, and I'm just going to cut. This is the most tedious thing to do, but I like to do this and like watch YouTube at the same time. Keeps my mind busy. So you can see I have hardly any left. I might end up, after I do all the cutting, putting them down for the month of August. I might go back and just add some more just so I can finish this roll. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this to the side because I don't need it open right now. Just to get this out of the way, clear off my workspace. And now I'm going to cut all of these floral pieces up into whatever size I want, and go ahead and just do like a hard cut. I'm going to go back in later and cut them up a little bit better. Go ahead and do this for these stickers, and then we'll come right back and I'll tell you what I do next. Okay, so now I have all of these cut a little bit nicer, and now we're going to bring out my planner again. And I also, yesterday, I have a Cricut machine, and I cut some Today stickers. And what I'm going to do is, at the very top, I'm going to use my Tombow, and I'm going to use N75. I'm going to highlight over here on the side, put down a Today, so that way it looks similar to this. And then I'm also just going to place stickers randomly. I like to use these stickers because they are fairly big. Some of them are big, some of them are small. But it fills up the page, so that way I don't have a full page to write on. I kind of write around it, and so it looks like this instead of just straight a full page up and down. I just like the way that looks. So now I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this on all of the pages with my stickers, and then come back to these and place them, and I'll be back in just a second for you, and probably like 15 minutes for me, and I'll show you what it looks like. Finished putting all my stickers down, and I did not end up adding any more stickers to this roll, so I do have very little left. Throughout the month, if there's ever a day that I don't have a lot to say, I might go ahead and just cut another sticker out to put it on the page. For instance, like this page, I just have this one big one at the bottom. If I don't end up writing anything on Friday, I might end up adding some more stickers at that point, but I do have this roll. I'll end up using it at some point, but I am glad I'm almost to the end of this washi tape roll. I now have used this, I think, at least 3 full months doing this type spread, and I finally made it through. So if you are interested in using the washi tape shop, I highly recommend it. I do have a link in my description box if you are interested. I do have a code, I think. I don't know if it's still active, but it's also down below if you're interested. But you do get a whole lot of stickers for your money, and there's all sorts of different stickers available, all sorts of different themes. But let's flip through really quickly with the spread that I have set up for the month of August. So I went through every day and did a highlight and put down my today sticker, so that way it is good to go. And then for each day, I do have 1 or 2 stickers kind of placed in different places, and that way it kind of keeps the page flowing whenever I'm doing my daily journal. And I have really enjoyed this type of spread, and it just gives it a little bit more visual appeal whenever you're flipping to that day. And I like having the stickers already down at the beginning of the month. That way I don't have to every single day go and add stickers to it, just as an extra step. So I take some time, do it all at the beginning of the month, and it will be set up for the month of August. And with that, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for those who have subscribed. Thank you so much if you've made it to this part. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and make sure you like and subscribe to my video. Check out my description box, and I will see everybody in my next video. Bye!